But now the question is, what about Indiana State? The team that won the league.
Sycamores.
The team that won the league, racked up all these wins. Here was their head coach, Josh Schertz, yesterday after the game, making his case, as all of these coaches have to do now, for a conclusion in the tournament.
28 wins, outright regular season champions of the 9th-ranked, league in the country. Played every one of our quad one games away from home. I think, we've proven this tournament, we're good enough to be in the NCAA tournament. And I know, everybody, it's to me, and I know things are getting skewed towards, basically just kind of like, the Power Fives and the Autonomous Six or whatever, but that's, that's the romanticism of the tournament, right? Has been, the mid majors and the high majors competing. And that's what March Madness is not, one Power Five upsetting another Power Five. And March Madness has always been, in basketball, the underdogs having a chance to make a run, the mid majors, it doesn't exist in football. It's just not wired that way. But in basketball, that's that's what makes the NCAA tournament special, is that opportunity. And we've, our resume, I think we're 26 in the net coming in today. I think we'll be a top 30 net team walking out of here somewhere around 28, I bet. All our metrics line up. It'd be a shame to do that and then, put in somebody who's, 18 and 15.
Maybe taking a shot at Villanova there at the very end. Big Bart tree hugger times, Nick. You'll appreciate this.
I like trees.
The Sycamores are a tree. It's a very famous tree in Indiana. But I looked at some comparative resumes. Now, right now, Bart has Indiana State in the tournament as an 11 seed. That could change, but he still has them in. I compared them to 4 other schools who are around them in the rankings: Mississippi State, Pitt, Virginia, and Villanova. Indiana State's got the best net ranking. They're 29th. 29th. Road record. They got the most wins, 9-4. Now you say, oh, but it was in the Valley. It was in the Valley. Fine, but they still won 9 games on the road. Here's the interesting one, the non-conference strength of schedule. Now, you heard Josh Schertz talk a moment ago. Hey, we played Alabama. We played Michigan State. And they did. They lost both those games, but they went on the road and they played both those games.
And those are tough places to play.
Lost to Alabama by 22, lost at Michigan State by only 8. Those are, way back in November, December. Just like a lot of other schools of Indiana State's ilk, no one wanted to play them.
No, and that's always the tough part.
No one wanted to play them. So they did what they could scheduling-wise. But their non-conference strength of schedule is still better than Pitt.
Mm-hmm.
It's better than Mississippi State, and it's on par with Virginia. Only Villanova has a stronger non-conference strength of schedule. Now, here's where it's going to bite them, the Q1, Q2 games. They've only played 10 Q1 or Q2 games. They're 5-5. Everybody else has played 15, 16, 17. Hell, Villanova's played 20 of those games. But you could certainly make a case if you want to look at this and just say, hey, this is a team that won 28 games this year.
That's a lot of wins. In a good conference.
In a good conference. Josh Schertz pointed out they were the 9th best conference in the country.
But it's a good basketball conference.
And in a year where, and I don't have any Big Ten teams on this list, but in a year where the Big Ten maybe wasn't as good. Could you see them getting in over in Iowa? Could you see them getting in? Of course you could.
Mm-hmm.
And why not? And
the ACC wasn't that good.
The ACC was not that good. There was talk at one point the ACC only might get 3 teams in, which sounds ridiculous on its face. Right now, Bart's only got 4 ACC teams in the field. And I've got 2 of them here on this list, Pitt and Virginia.
Really? He's got Pitt in?
He's got Pitt out. I'm just saying on this list that I'm showing, they're out. But Virginia's in right now.
I don't think Virginia should be in. I've looked at their schedule and their wins, and
nothing to write home about.
I'd rather see the Sycamores.
I would too.
In a play-in game?
Absolutely.
Send them to Dayton.
Absolutely.
Load up the buses.
Drive them on. It's not that far.
We're heading to Dayton.
Why not?
Terre Haute, right?
Yeah, Terre Haute to
Can't be that far.
Well, that would be. I don't.
What side of the state is?
I don't remember. Where is Dayton in Ohio? Do you know, Nick?
Not off the
Why
top
am
of my
I
head. I'll
asking you?
find
You
it.
wouldn't know.
I've never wanted to go to Ohio.
But that's a question.
It's
I
in
feel
Western Ohio, so it's not that
okay,
far
that's
away.
short. That's a question that gets posed a lot of times with bubble teams. Would you rather see the 7th place team in the ACC or the team who won the Missouri Valley regular season title?
Mm-hmm.
You know, that question, and that's, gets asked for various teams every season.
Yeah.
Like, is this 8th place team, because they play in a tougher conference, are they more deserving of this team who still plays in a good conference and won their conference?
The other thing about it is with Indiana State, you get Robbie Avila. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. And he's a fun watch.
Gary Bird?